Stolen car. Stolen car, they had all types of backup. You had half the division out here. This is for a property crime. Stolen cars are not good, but this is a property crime. This is a hell of a response for a property crime, right? This guy's like, I got my chips, I'm walking through. What you looking like that?
I don't need to be on nobody's news.
Then don't come walking through a crime scene. You don't have to worry about it. You're walking through the crime scene and you're worried about being caught. You see all those guys? Those guys, they all got body cameras on. You're worried about being seen on camera.
Okay, well, this is apparently an Instagram.
Yeah, it's apparently, right? Apparently. Are those good? I know those are good right now.
Yeah.
Well, because you're at the bottom of the bag. That's why. You probably ate half of them. They were good at first, you know. You know they were good at first.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. You can make me famous.
You want to be famous? What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro?
What happened here?
Don't worry about
Stolen car.
Which one?
One of these, the SUV, it looks like.
it. No, everybody.
Or is that a cop?
No, it looks like the guy.
It's hard to say.
Everything. You mean to do with the suits going on?
It's
What's going on?
I'll be honest with you, it was probably a rental car. He probably didn't bring it back in time.
Because he's
It takes like 6 of them.
The six? There was like 12 before, man.
Oh no, yeah.
They
When
call-
we started walking. It was
Yeah, we can see it.
it looked like gunshots. Because that's when you know, like, someone got a gun.
Well, that's the thing about it is,
man.
this is still a property crime, right? It's not a violent crime.
I mean,
Do you need?
No, they ain't got nothing better to do
I
than
know.
try to fucking do this.
I know.
Because a lot of it's training too. So a lot of what you see here, a lot of these young cops, they're being trained to make these type of stops.
And there's a lot of young cops out here, man.
And this is, I learned that too when I was up on the boulevard living on there, and I'm like, why y'all doing that? They're like, this is actually more training for them than it is for us. We already know. But have the rookies go through that whole get up on the wall, get in the car, do the computer shit, start learn how to do that so you can do it faster. Because when it comes to like on a Friday night, you're gonna have to do this 100 times
Oh
in an hour.
man, you know how it is on a Friday night, especially off the boulevard. You know.
Again, you got a lot of ignorant groups
Yeah.
that wanna, and that's when you know, man, someone dropped the fucking ball on your training.
Exactly.
Because you got a job, bro, you got a family, and there has to be more to life than you want to bully me.
Yeah.
Because you think that everyone in California is carrying a pistol. Not everybody.
No, I know.
And not everyone's doing
Don't.
that to try to go against you. There's a lot of people that when you pull them over, like, officer, I have a pistol in my car,
Yeah.
I have a permit for it, I'm licensed, and you don't even want to hear that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out there. Bro, I just told you.
I know.
I'm legal, I'm good.
I've seen a lot of security guards have to go through that.
Oh, I seen security that
You know.
on the wall by a cop.
Yeah.
That's the fact they,
They had the gun in the trunk and the gun box and all that.
but again, America. Okay? We're in America right now, and this is not the America that everybody thought about. It's a business. I hate to say that to people. I was in the Marines. I'll tell him. I was in the Marines. I've been in Afghanistan, and there's two laws. It's the law of the land. Everyone's heard that. There's the law of the water. And once you start learning the law of the water, the Admiralty Maritime Law, you start realizing that this is all bullshit. Because the law of the land, we live in California. That's the law of the land of California. You go to Vegas, there's a different law of the land. You go to Vegas, you can gamble, you can drink on the fucking street. But in California, you can't. So it's the law of the land. Once you start learning that, it's like, oh shit, so what is this? So we are the United States. That's the corporate business. But I'm a citizen of the United States of America. Once you start doing that, they step back from you. Why? Because now they know. He's didn't say he was a citizen of the United States, which means you have a number, you work for it. Yes. I'm a citizen of the United States of America because that's the country. But the businesses, this. Like when you start linguistics is huge. And if you can learn linguistics, people will step the fuck away from you.
Right.
Why? Because he knows the words and why they're using them.
Yeah.
Like a judge, this is a president. The only business you know that has a president is the bank. Bank's the only business that you know in America that has a president. Because everyone has COOs, CEOs, they don't have a president of Starbucks. There's a COO and a CEO, but a president only happens in a bank. And when you have a president, it means there's a transaction going on.
Some sort of.
And people are like, well, who owns America? Europe.
Yeah.
Think about that. Fucking Europe.
Yeah.
I love the fucking guy in the suit that they just took the cuffs off and say, "Oh, sorry, fucking
Yeah.
it's the cart driver."
Yeah.
And they took
Get it!
the cuffs off him, huh?
Oh, he's done. He's ready to go home. Right now they're saying
I think
sorry.
they're writing him up.
Yeah.
Or
No,
They're writing
right
their
now they're
cards 'cause-
apologizing.
giving his, giving his business cards and everything.
Yeah, they're apologizing because he's a fucking driver.
Yeah.
Come on, Papa, you want to walk back this way?
Yeah.
Have a good night,
You
sir.
guys be safe.
Be safe, yes, sir.
Be safe, guys. Oh, man. Here, man. Wrong guy, huh? You all right, bro?
Yeah, it's fine.
You good? Yeah, I know it's not a stolen car. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I was on another stop. I was over on Sunset and La Brea. They had somebody pulled over, and I was trying to see what they were going to do. They had a bunch that back up. One guy, and they had... Hold on. Stressful?
Huh?
Was that stressful?
Kind of. I didn't do nothing wrong, you know. That's why I wasn't scared.
They said it was a stolen... I'm a cop watcher, and I was listening to the radio. They said stolen car.
Do you think I can get something from this?
I mean, let me see the card. I'm a cop watcher.
So they told me like without like asking like I'm a fucking like killer or something.
So they wrong plate read.
Yeah.
So they could...
I don't know. I'm gonna talk with someone to see.
I'm gonna write him up for this if you don't mind. I'm a cop watcher,
Sure, yeah.
and so this is just wrong.
Right, yeah. Like
Well-
they could like come and ask me like talk like normal and
They read the wrong plate.
they said because it's commercial bullshit.
No, there's nothing. There's no excuse for that. That's incompetence, and quite honestly, it could have put you at risk because there were a lot of guns pulled.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, like first I was just watching this, just waiting for a trip. You know, I
Yeah.
drove black, and she passed next to me and then pulled the light, and I pulled my window down. Do you need something from me? And she said no. Then she back up, and then I started hearing sirens everywhere. And she spotlighted me, you know, and I did. She didn't say nothing. She just parked behind me and wait for everyone. And then they start putting guns like that.
Oh. And then did you have to get on the ground?
No, they pull their hands up.
You're lucky because it's all wet out here too. You're dressed nice. No. So I'm gonna file a complaint for you. This is what I do, and
Yeah,
it's not right. It's not right.
I think they got the cameras recorded, right?
All of that is recorded. I haven't recorded. Well, I got here after.
No, but them, they must have.
All of that was recorded. The body cameras. All
I'm
of it.
gonna check with someone.
Well, I mean, listen. They put you through that, and they read the wrong plate. It's just not right. So.
I mean, it was easy just to talk to me, you know, like through the window. I wasn't doing nothing. And they.
You see, when they think it's because it came, I heard them say code 37, which means stolen car. And whenever they hear that, there's no talking. It's just guns pulled. If it would have been a few more minutes, there would have been a helicopter here.
Yeah, I did. Because they were talking like for like 20 seconds because I told someone else. So, it was really dark, you know, my car is dark.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see too much. And they were talking to me like for like 25 seconds.
It's a lot of cars. I would say there was probably 12
I
cars.
felt like over there, like,
Over there, they had a whole street shut down.
yeah, for like stolen cars.
I know. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but
No,
like I said,
it's fine.
I'm gonna file a complaint for you, man.
Take a-
Yeah.
Do you have a channel or something?
On YouTube, Film the Police LA.
No, the police link?
Yeah.
I think I may see you like on YouTube because I like to watch a lot of those like videos.
Yeah.
What do you say it was?
Film the police LA. Or streets LA.
All right, man. Take care. Thank
You take care, man. Be safe.
Arthur,
I knew that shit.
Wait, so what was the thing?
Listen to this.
What was the thing, bro?
They put in the wrong license plate.
Bro, sue that shit.
They put in the wrong license plate.
Representative, this is fucking bullshit. Because of a fucking, that means they were rushing, they weren't paying attention, and they couldn't wait to make a fucking scene.
They pulled next to him, and then they told him to pull down his window, and I guess they kept on going. And they pulled him over. They were in a rush to put in the license plate, and they put. This is not the first time I've seen
I
this.
gotta show you shit. Did I break the law?
Well, I'm gonna write him.
You ain't gotta do nothing without knowing. Did I break the law? Are you detaining me? Because if you're not, get the fuck out of here. And if he did that, they would have left. But no, they got him. The minute he got out of the car, law of the land, law of the water, admiralty law, you're in your own car. They can't fuck with you. The minute, that's why they say, hey, get out of the car. Step out of the car, sir. Why? I'm good right here. Well, I'd like to talk to you. Why? Did I break the law? Well, why don't you come? No, officer. Until you tell me I broke the law, I'm gonna sit right the fuck here, hold the fuck on, let me call my lawyer, and that's when they're like,
Well, with it being wet out here, he's lucky they didn't make him get on the ground.
I can't believe.
He's dressed nice too.
No, they should have known that when he got out of the car. Like,
They probably
all right, this
sensed
is a
it.
livery. You can't steal a livery car because they don't know that these cars are all chipped. So
Right.
if you steal them, OnStar or
Yeah.
shut that fucking car down.
Yeah.
It's a stolen $100,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
Not gonna get that damaged. Shut it down, it's stolen. Okay, boom, and that's when it stops. And then the cops have GPS to it. That's when they, you stole something. This guy in a suit, like, oh
Nah,
shit,
yeah.
hold on, maybe we did something wrong. Because he don't look like someone stealing.
No, he wasn't sitting there. You be safe.
Look, officers, read the rules.
You be safe, man. Remember that, guys. Got law of the land and law of the water. Man, they were quick to get out of here, and it was funny because when the stop was over, I see them talking to the guy. And I'm like, all right, that's supervisor, that's Mejia. I'm like, why they got Mejia over here and the cops that were... So I knew something was up, and he's out of handcuffs so quick. How do we go from a stolen car to this guy being out of handcuffs in like 2 minutes? Because they're in a rush, they went and put in the wrong fucking number. Shit, man, I was literally just walking to Coffee Beans to get a coffee. And I never made it there in time because I saw one set of lights, then another stop. This person just pulled in front of the ambulance. And then when I was on that stop, I heard them, the backup just went running out of there. I turned on the radio, they said, code 30, stolen car down here, Sunset and Schrader. I hopped on a scooter. I was being careful because it's wet out here. I don't like riding on them. Was that clear, that stop? Because I gotta go file a complaint over that shit. That's just bullshit. And their cards came in clear. The cops, the card showing their serial numbers. So anyway, guys, I posted a video today earlier about Gustavo Barrientos, the pervert. The guy was a lieutenant and he was a watch commander, and he was constantly flirting with the female cops, making them feel uncomfortable, talking about their bodies, saying he wanted to see them oil wrestling, wearing nothing but a Sam Brown belt. Said to other supervisors in front of the female cops, you want to see some women mud wrestle? One cop said he would constantly touch her she felt uncomfortable. He invited her to counseling for a promotion interview counseling, but he was on the panel that handled the promotion, which is just a conflict of interest. Anyway, he was making these comments in front of other supervisors. Complaints were filed, and he lied and said, nah, none of this happened, none of this happened. And then he ended up getting suspended. So it's interesting because then he got hired at the Sierra Madre Police Department, and he's now the chief over there. I don't think they knew about this misconduct because he left the LAPD, I think, in 2022. 2023, January 1st, under SB 1421. So essentially, police personnel files are all private. You can't see anything in it until 2023, January 1st, when the police had to start releasing public requests, when they get public requests for documents relating to personnel issues where it involved a use of force, sexual assault, sexual harassment, discrimination, bias policing, illegal searches, and dishonesty. So this motherfucker committed dishonesty and sexual harassment. There's two things that get these files released. That happened in, like I said, January 2023. He went to another police department and all that shit in 2022, where essentially they wouldn't have access to any of this. They wouldn't even know. I'm sure they did not know about his history with this, where he's now, like I said, a police chief. They didn't know about that, and they know now. I guarantee he didn't disclose any of that. So I did a little movie about it today. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to release a database of what I call it proactive disclosure of Brady eligible cops who have some shady shit that they've done that make it difficult for them to testify on the stand. Information that defendants and defense attorneys should know about, I'm going to provide for them. Now, it's a sort of a small database right now. It's about 150 cops, 160 right now. I'll get it to about 500 just in the LAPD. I have enough for 500. It's a matter of time of building these goddamn pages and writing. I've done so much writing. But I'm building these officer profiles, and it's important to have it so it's like easy to find SEO-wise on Google. But I also want to make sure that if you're searching, it'll also pop up in YouTube too, which is also part of Google. And so I want to make sure all these Brady eligible type cops have videos, short videos, 2-3 minutes a piece, talking about their misconduct. And so I'm going to try to release one a day. Today, I released, like I said, Barrientos. Tomorrow, I'm going to release one on Ralph Campos. Ralph Campos he's a LAPD cop. He's also on the board of directors of the police union. He's a director. He's also treasurer of the police union. So I sustained a complaint against him a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago now, because he owns a private security company with this guy named Stephen O'Neill. Stephen O'Neill is an ex-LAPD cop who got arrested back in 1999 for driving around drunk, shooting his fucking gun in a wild shooting spree with a bunch of other drunk cops. Got arrested, went to trial, convicted of a felony. He was lucky he got probation, but he had like 1,000 hours or 2,000 hours of community service, or I don't know how much it was. Barred from owning a gun for life. Like I said, he's convicted of felony. Campos and this guy O'Neill own Green Knight Security together. They're co-owners. Now, For one, police officers aren't allowed to associate with known felons. Here he is co-owning a business with them. On top of it, Green Knight Security has a private investigator's license. The website lists them as, or had listed them until recently, until I blew them up, listed private investigative services. LAPD officers are prohibited from working for, owning, or being invested in any private security business. They have to divest from all of those. He did not. He's co-owner of this private investigative business. So I sustained a complaint for that. You know, here we go. This police union director who whines, bitches and moans about how unfair the process is for cops, that is mistreated. Cops are so good, we don't break any rules. And this guy is just breaking basic fucking rules. Like I said, has a business with a known felon, and then also owns a private investigative business, right? But then he's a shady on top of that, because like I said, he's treasurer of the police union, right? So he's essentially in control of their finances, right? You go to the police union's Form 990 from the tax returns. And if you look, you guys can look, the Los Angeles Police Protective League Form 990 or LAPPL Form 990. Just Google that. First thing that'll come up will probably be ProPublica. Open it up. Which schedule? No, it's the main form. Scroll down, and it'll show you, where they've been spending their money. And last year, I think they spent like $280,000, the police union, on Green Knight Security. So this guy is treasurer of the police union, basically giving contracts to his own company. I mean, listen, it's not public money, so I don't give a fuck. I scam the police union all you want. But I mean, cops, this is where your money's going, for the police union. They're just scamming you, dumbasses. You guys are so fucking stupid. This guy, Ralph Campos, is just scamming your dumbass. You're giving your dues, and it's going in his pocket. And all of their pocket. All of them. Jamie McBride, he's gonna blow the light. He's gonna blow the light. No lights on, he's gonna blow the light. Watch. Turn just in time. He's off to somewhere. What the fuck did I get myself into tonight? Jesus Christ. Jamie McBride does the same thing. His security company is being sued. It's being sued by like 100 people because he withholds pay. So he hires nothing but fired cops and cops who were in bad standing with the police department where they can't get overtime. He hires them, pays them like below minimum wage and shit, treats them like shit, and he knows there's nothing they can do because they don't have any other place to make money. So he just treats them like slaves. This is the police union. This is Jamie McBride. I just want to see where this cop went. So anyway, back to Campos. Campos, I didn't put this in the video I made, but Campos is also BFF with my guy Mario Rios. Mario Rios is fledgling serial killer, ex-Rampart cop, killed that 16-year-old kid. What is it? What's his last name? Eric Vega? He dropped the kid off in another neighborhood. As soon as he got out of a police car, he got shot and killed. Rios covered it up. Well, Campos and Rios are BFFs, and I believe they're actually in business together. I believe they own 911 Entertainment, which also gets work with the LAPPL. It's all fucking shady. It's all shady. But anyway, that's the one that comes out tomorrow, that video. 2 days from now, I'm going to do Daniel Lujan. Daniel Lujan was a major player in the Rampart scandal. He was, Rafael Perez called him the Candyman because his specialty was planting crack on people to get arrested. They were involved. They were beating up some guy at the police station. His partner got fired for it. Somehow he escaped on a technical reason. Anyway, so yeah, he's still on the force. He's still on the force. Next one I'm gonna do is Tovar, Humberto Tovar, another Rampart cop. That motherfucker is just a real brainiac. So first off, he was involved with a bunch of shit with the Rampart scandal. He was fired. He was actually, when he went to the Board of Rights, who was on the Board of Rights? Jim McDonald, the new current chief. Jim McDonald says that Humberto Tovar, this is back then, this is back in whatever year it was, 2002, 2003, said that he basically has no business being a police officer. He's a liability to the city of LA. That's what he said. He got fired, and because of some technicality, he was able to come back. Then next thing you know, they made him a detective. And this is where the story gets really interesting. So then this dumbass, he's been involved with a bunch of shit. He's a real piece of shit. He was in front of Wilshire Station as a detective. He was working with his partner, Romero. They're at the Wilshire Station gates. This is 10 years ago, I believe in 2014, like in the middle of the night. They saw a bunch of shadows and stuff. They got freaked out. They thought somebody was shooting at them. Why do they think that? Well, it looks like Romero got freaked out, or Tovar got freaked out. Romero went to pull out his gun. It got snagged. So he shot through the front window. He shot 4 times accidentally. Not one time, 4 times. A real brainiac. He shot through the front window and he shot through the roof. When the roof shot happened, stuff came down on his face, so he thought he was shot. So then he shot, and then shot accidentally 2 more times, and they both like emptied their clips. It was just a whole ass mess. They had a whole dragnet going on out there. But come to find out, the inspector general says there's no evidence that they were being ambushed by anybody. So that's Tovar. He's on the force right now. Both of them. This is where the cops are. You guys, people act like, oh, you know, the police, these are our professional protectors. A lot of them are just complete dumbasses. You just watched it right there on Sunset, where somebody got pulled over and had guns pulled on them because the cop entered in the wrong license plate number. Because the cop put in the wrong license plate number. I mean, come on, man. Jesus Christ. Shit. I don't even know what to say about that last one. That was some fucked up shit. That guy, he's traumatized. He's like, I can get something. The wrong license plate. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, it's gonna be a short one. I'm about to get off and go do some more work. So yeah, that video will be out. I'll post that tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'll do Tovar the next day. Then I should be done and release the whole thing. The first video when I launch the site is going to be about, it's that one incident I talk about all the time where it's on video. News showed it and everything of the cops stepping on the guy's face. And it was like an 18-month process of me fighting with the LAPD. And the end result is, to this day, they say, no, no contact was made. Even though the video shows this guy having his face stepped on, it's not debatable. It's just not debatable. But the LAPD's official stance to this day is no contact was made. So therefore, no contact was made. It's not a use of force. And therefore, we do not have to release a use of force file So I don't even know to this day what that cop's name is who stepped on that guy's face. And like I said, the news showed the video, and they're not like, they weren't saying, oh, this may be an alleged use of, they're like, nah, the cop stepped on the guy's face. You have no idea the amount of 18 months of fighting this, going through the station level, dealing with Sergeant Deneen. Sergeant Deneen, you might know him from when I was doing my Scientology stuff over at USC. When we had a protest out there, he was running the scene there that night. Then going through Lieutenant Rippey, who became Captain Rippey, who's no longer in Hollywood, he's somewhere else. Going through the then captain, going through internal affairs, going through Chief Moore, going through the head of Professional Standards Bureau, going through the Inspector General, going through the LAPD Commission, confronting Hugo Soto Martinez about it because it's his district. It'll show you every step of the process of what I've dealt with this case. All the emails, all the interactions, everybody's bullshit excuses. It's ridiculous. To the point where there was a point where they threatened to arrest me because I tape recorded some of the conversations involved with this. It's like ridiculous. Because I just want a little bit of truth coming out. Like, just admit, this video right here where this guy's having his face stepped on, where his head jerks back and you see his skin stretch as his boot is contacting his face. Can we just admit that? They're like, no, it didn't happen. So anyway, that's the first one. I'll show you that one. All right, that's it. Fuck you, LAPD. Shout out to the mods. You guys do a great job, Take care.